Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. For anyone who's new, my name is Olivia, and for today's wrap tutorial I'm going to be doing a bit of a remix on a wrap tutorial I did about 4-ish years ago, the Belle Morte wrap. It's sort of a mohawk style. I did it very gothy in blacks and reds, and I thought today would be the perfect day to do that with a more spring vibe, a more light-hearted take on the wrap. So for today's scarves, let's get words out of my mouth today. I'm going to be using this Flaxen Feelings scarf in bright red. This is a very, very lightweight and large scarf. It's beautiful with the they're not tassels, the fringy bits on the end. The feeling of this scarf is sort of like a oh my goodness, a linen, or just a very loose weave, very soft linen. And then the second scarf I'm going to be using is this jazzy scarf with the silver threads in a beautiful light pink. This one I purchased from Wrapunzel in a kit. It was one that was available on Valentine's Day. It was the pink version. They had two. One was red and one was pink. This one also is a rectangular scarf, very lightweight, and with the little fringy bits on the end. My shaper today is a Cloud9. Obviously it's blonde. I have it on backwards so you can see the little narrow band here that would typically be down at the neck. And the volume is set very, very high and in front because I think that that will give the perfect look for this wrap. I believe I used the same kind of shaper in the previous video, but I don't remember if it was fully stuffed or any of that. Okay, so I'm going to just get into the wrapping. I'm starting with the red scarf. I've folded it to fit the shaper. I'm going to be putting on the scarf with one short and one long tail. It doesn't matter which side you put the long tail on, but you just want the short tail to be long enough to switch over to the side and come up to tie a knot. So that'll work. Okay. The second scarf goes on the same way. I am not putting on any putting any knots in the back. I think it just would be too much. I folded this scarf as well to fit my head. I'm gonna flip it around and put it on my head. If you wanted something a little bit more even, you could do this with the even Steven tails, but I just wanted something to go on quickly. I think would be great. All right, the most important thing to remember is the tails should be about even. So let's pull this forward. Okay, going to crisscross in the back. Same side has the short tail and the long tail. All right, come on, friend. All right, I need to move this over just a little bit. Just so they're more even. Okay. Okay. Not pulling it over too far because I don't want the tail to be too long. Okay. Going underneath the first scarf. There we go. Crisscross applesauce. Okay. All right. Now this part is going to be fun. I am trying to get, I am trying to get the tails up for a knot here where the long tails come out the front. Okay. Just being finicky. You don't have to be so fussy with it. But I am weird about having things neat and tidy. I don't like lumpy bumpies. All right. Same with this, just get it nice and flat. Nice and flat. Okay, then I'm going to grab them both together. All right, bring them up. And I want these long tails to be at the front. So I'm just scooching this back a little bit. All right, doing the knot here. All right, friend. And just gonna tuck in those ends. Okay, so we have these guys centered in the front. All right, guys, let's go. All right, so we're opening up as much as we can on this with the scarves. Okay, flipping them back. And as you can see, you get a bit of a half and half kind of look. So I'm gonna bring these up like so. Now I could tuck these in the back. Let me spin around and see if I can get that done. Making sure nothing's super crazy obnoxious in the back. All right. So I can take these guys and tuck them in back here. Like this. I'm just getting it nice and neat here. But I don't think I want to do that. I did that the last time I wore this wrap, and it just doesn't look right from the back unless you're really finicky. So for this time, I'm gonna turn back around. Oh my goodness. Okay. And I'm just gonna get them all back in place again. Okay. And then I am going to take some stabby pins and stick them in right about, I'm going to say right about here. And I'm going to just use the stabby pins. I'm trying to think if I have any up here. I hadn't planned on doing this. So I can take this and give it a quick, let's see, I can put a quick tie in it until I can go and get my stabby pins. And then, all right, so that's just gonna stay there for a minute. I will take photos of my wrap and all that after I get the pins. All right, but this will give you an idea of the look. Like so. Now I'm going to be taking this brooch, and depending on where, you know, your preference, you can stick it anywhere, but I'm going to be making sure to grab the top scarf here and a little bit of the scarf that's wrapped around my head and place it here, just like so. Again, if you prefer your pin on this side, totally do that. But this is basically it, except for this is going to sit flat against my head. And yeah. All right, I'm going to turn around, but it's going to be more attached to my head when I put the pins in. Please keep that in mind. I know I've said it about 30 times, but this is what the back looks like. So it's got a long bit of faux hair going down the back. So yeah. All right, have a wonderful day. I am going to head out to work, and I will see you again in the next video.